It's your boy, back again. Now, I'm in my favorite breakfast spot. We're talking watches today.
Remember, what do we say? Work hard and be nice. Here we go. Work hard and be nice.
There's another podcast going on. There's a political podcast going on to my left. And I think they're wrapping up because it's 10 o'clock. And they're in my spot where I normally be at. So, yeah. But anyway, how you guys doing today, man? We want to talk some Grail talk. Grail talk, significant watches, favorite watches, all that, right? So, what was it? A couple days ago, I did a show with. I'm really distracted, bro. Because they was like really quiet a minute ago before I went live. Again, they doing their signing off, and he's talking really loud. What's going on, Christopher? Welcome in. But anyway, a couple days ago, I was live with some phenomenal watch collectors, right? So we had Watch and James, we had JP from Nakua Watches, and then we had Chris from Merely on Time, right? And we all talked about like either our favorite grails or like the definition of grails. If you look at my thumbnail, what is a Grail watch? And that it has to be defined by you, right? You know what I'm saying? And what I have with me today is a couple of watches that I consider to be Grail level, and I'm going to explain a few of them. And one of them, it's not the watch; it's actually the name that I considered like the name was it was like Grail level to me, right? It was like I had to get at least one, even if it was a quartz or I don't care if it was I don't care if it was a pocket watch, which would have been awesome too if I'd have got it. And I'll show you guys. What's up, Prince Daniels? What up, Trap? I tried to find you. My notification button couldn't work for nothing. I'm glad you're here, bro. Appreciate you being here. What's going on, Eric? So, I want to explain something to you. This right here. And James has this one too. His is black. He has the black variation. I wanted this watch. I really wanted the Legend Diamond, right? But this one was such a good price, I couldn't pass it up, so I jumped on it, right? And when I got it, I felt some type of way, right? Because when I used to sell jewelry, right? Hey, how you doing? I fell into this story with this guy, and he was explaining Longines. Now I heard about Longines, but really never tracked it like that. And then he explained to me, and the one thing that stood out to me was when Longines started. They were so, I'll say concerned, or like I know it's tracking, but like they were so concerned about their community and the people that bought their watches to where they would actually, whoever bought the watches, the sale, the data sale, the name and everything was like recorded and sent back to Switzerland, right? And archived. And I was like, yo, that's like having a deed to a house, man, or like a title to your car. I said, in a watch? I said, man, I don't know, it was just something about that concept that just blew me away, man. So I was like, okay, cool. And I finally got one, right? I got this one. And I felt like I made it to a certain level. So I'm explaining something to you guys too. Because I'm going to show you some watches that are not so welcomed because of, thank you, food's here. And for those that want to know, I got to be kidding. I promise. Every time I go live, somebody want to call, and I got to, you know what? They can never figure it out. Like I have do not disturb on, but it still allows the call to come through. It doesn't ring, but it still disrupts my lives. What's up, Leo? Welcome in. Oh, you retracted the message. What you say? You said something crazy.
Yes.
It's doing better, man. I had a rough evening yesterday. What's up, Thelonious? Morning Master Blaster 3D. Get out of here, bro. Hey, man, one of my mods is trolling me, man, and I can't even kick him out. He's trolling me. Hold on, you already know I gotta pray with my food. All right. So I'm gonna let y'all see if y'all ever come here. This is a breakfast quesadilla, and I get the same thing every time. Gotta get that food, man. Get that food. That's some good stuff, boy.
I'm a history buff, and I really believe that history should be. If somebody's
I don't know how I got here, but I am. I appreciate you being here. I'm at work. I'll catch up with the replay. No problem. No problem. So today, and for those that are just coming in, we're talking grills, significant watches, your favorite watch, or that watch that just blessed your heart when you got it because how have you got it, right? So let's just go through some scenarios. I know for some people, if you make a certain amount of money, there's a lot of things that you want to see and that you would like to collect. Some people are into leather shoes, belts, cowboy hats, all kind of stuff. And your money will only allow you to get so much. That goes without saying. But since we're talking watches, there was one watch that, and this wasn't the actual watch, the model I was looking at, but I had noticed the PRX. Oh, Lord have mercy. So I will tell you, Mr. Friend, if you paid attention, you know I was live. I got my buddies be calling me, man, when I'm whatever. But anyway, so this piece right here, the first one that I saw was it was white, the white and blue variation of this one, and I absolutely loved it. Right, and I saw it on Joma's shop. I didn't have the money to get it. So I actually went to, before I started going out to Trifecta, which is like 40 minutes from my house, 45 minutes, I would go to, I seen this at Macy's. Saw this at Macy's, and I was like, oh man, this thing is amazing, bro. Like I looked at it, tried it on, and I was like, I was mesmerized. But of course, it was $1,600. I didn't have $1,600 for a watch, and I had never paid that much for a watch, man. Keep in mind, I was buying like Casios, Victor, and stuff like that. So $250 was like the most I was spending on a watch, and that was pushing it, right? Without a doubt, my black and gold Magnum Tourbillon is one of my grills. Yeah, that's a nice watch too. Good morning. What's that? Spec from CC to YTV. Okay. Thanks for being here. Ben 10, what's going on? Grill watches are a fun topic. My success in life will be marked by my watch level. Okay, all right. So let's pivot off of JK's. Matter of fact, I am going to pin your message. I'm gonna talk about that. You said I have two grills. There's the work hard and the save grill out of my reach grill. All right. So I know I talked to a collector that, the history of this collector was they were buying low-end watches, right? And we say low-end, but when he was in that category, when he was buying the watch that he was buying, his Timex's, Seiko's, Citizens, right? He felt that, hey, I bought a Citizen for $200. He felt that, hey, I'm at the top. And when he bought his first Seiko, oh, I'm really getting it. I'm killing it. Fast forward 3, 4, 5 years after the fact, right? Got his first luxury timepiece, Cartier, right? All the other watches, like he just said, man, I made it, bro. I'm there, and look, I couldn't wait to wear it to work and blah blah blah. And it's like I've said this before. It's like a social experiment. You are, for that moment in time, the people that know what Cartier is, the history, right? They put you in this category of like, oh man, you got it, you did it, man. Like, how much was that? They associate the price. Some people associate the history of Cartier. But most people like, man, I paid $8,000 for this watch. And they're like, oh, snaps, that's crazy. $8,000 for a wristwatch. Speaking of which, I'm sorry, I didn't do my wrist check today. Laurier, well, just for this episode, I will be putting on my my grill, if you will, for the day. because I have to wear it. I gotta wear this today. So yeah, he felt special for receiving or having that watch and being acknowledged by people, right? So this girl put him at the top of the list, like, hey, that guy, he is the man. And then it got to the point where he took the watch off and put his Cartier in the safe, right, and started collecting other watches. And he would get like $1,000 watch and wear it, but the Cartier would come out every once in a while. And I was like, man, bro, you worked so hard to get to that watch, and now you don't wear it. Like, why not? He was like, man, I want to protect it. I said, all right, bro. I guess that's what I told him. I just left it alone. But with that, you said Grail watches are a fun topic. My success in life will be marked by my watch level. And he was considered to be a very successful guy. And you know what he did next? He chased that high and bought a Rolex. Couldn't tell him that, like, right now. Like, he'll look at me like, bro, you need to get this, man. You need to get that, man. Leave that other stuff alone. Like, bro, get out of here. Get out of here, bro. We can't do that. Oh, did somebody?
Clay bust was finished by the artisan in
really?
And
thanks, Vic.
To look at it and see how I felt. I said, well, you have to have this as a band. And she brought Jennifer a band with her.
That's funny.
And I looked at it.
And you always get trolls in here, man. Okay, JK said, I have all Hamiltons now. I would love a Glasuit.
Said, you're right. I said,
that,
well, let me take
that Glasuit, bro, I saw that watch. It's at Moria Jewelers. I was just at Moria Jewelers yesterday. I didn't even go. I went by there, but I didn't film it. Gosh, that's a beautiful watch. And I have a bunch of Hamiltons too. Wistful ignorance. That's crazy. Somebody troll clowns not in here. My grillers probably need a Vacheron 222 and steel, but I have to win an NAACP award. I'm glad they put a really nice. I love YouTube, man. This is funny. Hey, bro. I feel you. So, and it's funny you say that, Ben 10, is because in order for me to get certain watches, that I said there has to be certain criteria that are met for me to get some of these watches that I consider to be a milestone, or Grail, if you will. So let me jump into this one real quick before I show like the main watch that I want to talk about. Zenea watches. Now, this isn't any brand that people are familiar with, except the people that are saturated in the micro brand space. And that, I mean, there's some people in the micro brand space who's never heard of this watch. So when I say, hey, Zenea is like a dope watch, you're like, what is Zenea? Right? It is based out of Canada. And that's the case back. This timepiece has a Salida movement in it, regulated, stainless steel. It has all, like, if you're talking about like just the specs, specced out. Great loom, meteorite dial. But when I first saw this watch, actually I saw a different model. I saw the orange. It had the orange, like a sunburst orange on it, right? And I was like, oh, that is so vibrant. And then I saw this one, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Meteorite dial. Then he told me the price of it, which was like $1,100. I was like, remember. I didn't feel comfortable spending over $250 on a watch. $500? Ooh, ain't no way. But then I looked at this one, I was like, yeah. Now, granted, I looked at this watch for at least 2 years before I got it. I started working towards getting it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I was focusing. I was still getting watches here and there, but I was like, I had a little stash away just for this watch because it just hit me. And man, when I got it, I was like, man, this is the Grail of micro brands when it comes to dive watches, in my humble opinion. Let's take a look at that thing. That thing is beautiful. I just like this watch, man. I really like this watch.
We have 600 people.
Anybody have a time merchant out of Canada? I have not, but you just put me on. I feel like you just pushed me down a rabbit hole.
So back to the Sagamore, I want to challenge
Another one?
Make your Sagamore your cover photo on Facebook.
Wow.
That's better than
Trolls. All right, so
yeah.
with that being said,
Okay, wherever you want to put it, just
my definition of what a grill is or a milestone timepiece is not yours. I guarantee you it's not yours. But some may relate to what I'm talking about. But this one right here, some may not feel, which people have voiced that. They don't think that, spending $1,000 on a micro brand, something that is not known, right? It has no history. They just like, no. But then here's the crazy thing. I've had the watch going on a year now, and people have changed their minds on certain things. Some people have dove into going to that $1,000 because, like, what would you guys consider like an entry level significant piece? Would you guys say 500? I'm just curious. Put that in the chat, man. Would you consider a great piece, entry level piece, $500? Is that the entry level? Now, granted, there's going to be some people that will say no, $500 is way too much to spend on a watch, because there are some people that, again, I was talking about the amount of money that they make. People that make $40,000 in today's economy, depending on the area, $500 is way too much. And you think like, well, they make 40 grand. Like, what's their living expenses? A lot, because like in our area, I'm in Indiana, right? Indiana is significantly, like, if you move from California to Indiana and you took whatever you made, let's say you made $80,000 in California per year, 80,000 in California, bro, that's poverty. But you come to Indiana with $80,000, you're like, yo, you're living like a king or a queen. And you're like, all right, I could do something with that. But somebody that makes $40,000 in Indiana is like, oh, that's rough, because the cost of living, like, there's no regulation on the housing market, and people are paying like $2 grand to stay in an apartment. You know what I'm saying? $2,500, depending on where you live at here. Like, it's crazy. So trying to buy a $1,000 watch on a $40,000 budget annually, you're talking about you have to put that thing in layaway and get it out next year. Let's see, DK in the building. 500 was my max limit when I got into watches, and it's definitely going up, bro. Cause I wasn't spending $250. I'm telling you, my man Vic can vouch for that, bro. Like, $250 was my max. I wish I was DK's wrist for a day. I don't know, man. DK be putting his wrist through. I don't know. It costs $100 a day to breathe oxygen. Man, bro, man, you crazy. All right, hold up, man. I gotta get my fruit in. Fruit, right? Man, strawberries be so fresh. Mercy. $515 are great entries. I'm now into watches, level pieces. I feel like people go right from 500 to 4K. That second jump is elite. Must be a Democratic state, DK. 80K, and yes, 80,000 in Indiana. Oh, bro, you balling. Boy, if you make 80,000 here, yeah, bro, you in that thing. 117.63 is your max. Let's see, 40,000. So, okay, Ben. So that just argues my point. So, I believe that people that are in that price range, right? People that are in that bracket, just by default, you may look at a Rolex, you may look at a Vacheron, you may look because you're watching YouTube. But those are just dreams. It's like you dreamed of that and you hope that you was lucky as some people. Here's some of the luckiest people I've ever seen. Buddy of mine, I was telling the story yesterday. He happened upon somebody that was hurting and they needed to sell a watch. They sold his Rolex for $1,000. Lord have mercy. They sold their watch for $1,000, right? A Submariner. I got another buddy that she bought a Cartier. I think it was a Santos, right? It wasn't an X, it was a smaller Santos. But she paid $25 for it. Took it over to get serviced, spent $900 getting it serviced and stuff like that. But they didn't know what they had. And then just what was that in November, I think, either November or early December, what was the guy? I can't think his name. But we were I was out at where did I go? Trifecta. And this guy literally paid like $1 for his what was that darn thing? Omega, was it Omega? I think it was it was like an older, I have to go back, but it was a vintage piece. At the end of the day, people come across some of these expensive watches, man, for little pennies on a dollar. But you can't look forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you happen into your girl like that, you just, super, everything lined up for you. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I went from a Movement watch to a Rolex. They just big jump. That's a huge jump.
Typically, my theory is whatever it is.
I am good. J.R. Hill, thank you for being here. I ordered a few years too, 2005. But I accidentally sent it to my mother's house, different state. So,
Just content-wise, pretty.
all right, hold on.
Yes.
Crisis management is an art, and it's a real talent.
Just ruined by the city's immediate outside of it gets back to normal for them. Okay, all right, hold on. Just make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. Trap, here's a military question. Was it difficult to get over the military anger when you first got out? I have shipmates that struggle with it. I still struggle with it. I've been out since 2015. Tell you something. You do your job, right? You're learning, and everybody's story is not the same, but I know a lot of soldiers that actually join the military to escape something in life, right? I was running from something as well. But what happened is you get in and you learn. You're hoping for something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what to expect. Training after training, mission after mission, going from state to state to state to state, overseas, and then just to be discarded of, but then having to go through all the crap in there, man, the racism, like, I'm gonna tell you something. When you're in war, and my heart goes out to this, so that's why I feel so, man, like, I feel like it's a special breed. I love being a veteran, right? Because I'm a part of a group, and I'm gonna get back into the watches, I promise. But I hate the fact that people that came to the military to have their lives changed, which they do, because they help me grow up, help me become a man. But then you look at the abuse and everything you have to go through, and that's not normal. You cannot, I don't care who you are, bro. You cannot go on from fighting on the streets of another country and the stuff that you see and have to experience, the stuff that you experience, it's not even what you see, what you experience day by day. And everybody's experience is different. And then you come back here to this, right? It's hard. It's hard. And that's why I've been an advocate for veterans, man. Just like, that's why I give up my whole collection. And I mean that. If I could save a veteran's life, and they say, hey, you got to give all your watches away to save this person's life, without a question. Even the watches that people are giving me and stuff like that, man, because I much rather because I know what they went through. I would give all my worldly possessions, shoes, hats, all of it. To save somebody's life, just like that. I can always get it back. I can always, you know what I'm saying? But to say, it is a struggle, bro. Now I get back to the watches. That fool busting today, boy. Oscar. Oh man, hold up. We got super chat. Mm. Going to Tennessee, 11 degrees in Tennessee. God, dog. And it's almost 30 degrees here. This weather is crazy, man. Master Blaster. What would consider an entry level Grail? Call me Master Blaster. So my definition of Grail, bro, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Vic, like all jokes aside, bro, like you know how we collected, how it's like you was in love with the Magnum, right? You was in love with this piece, still in love with it. You were so much to where you would never say nothing wrong about Invicta until they stopped making the Magnums and what they did, and you were pissed. Never seen you be that vocal. But like my entry level piece, I'm gonna tell you, like if I had to put a name on it, brand or whatever, right now how I'm thinking, I would say anything like Hamilton. For me, I think Hamilton, even though it's not American made, I know where they started. Hamilton, Longines, Citizen too. I would say Citizen. There are some Citizen, like you know what Citizen? I don't know the name of it, but that one Citizen that's getting like 1,000. It's 1 second per year. That is crazy. And based on my visit to Moria Jewelers yesterday, I have now entered, and I know this is the entry level, Vic. You asked entry level. I'm going to get a Grand Seiko at one point, Spring Drive. I mean, because I think that technology is crazy, man. Like, and it's just something about that. That's a watch. Man, I was sitting there just looking at it. We were talking, and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. But yeah, Vic, I would say my entry level, going back to that, entry level Grail for me. And if I'm basing it off the numbers, man, the $1,000 watch right now was actually like yesterday's $500 watch. $1,500, same deal. Your entry level Grail level piece used to be $500. And case in point, shoot, back in the '80s, man, you can get a doggone, what was it? A steel Daytona, man, for under $500. It's like $4 and some change. That was, you gotta think, man, that's crazy. Think about where that is today.
Yeah, that's great.
And this was like in the '80s, early '80s. All jokes aside, is anyone else having trouble with their Capital One bank? They're playing with my money.
Firefighters and the person sitting next to you.
They use your money to go buy a Grail watch with.
And but there's going to be a source where all the information
Mm-hmm.
is. Yeah. You know what that is? It's Southport Road.
Master Blaster. Too much money, Ristful. Don't use capital. Yeah, I've been saying that was actually I saw that 2 days ago. Ristful is there was something going on. There was some other people complaining about it. I mistakenly sent some cold Air Force Ones to my brother's house. He wears a 10.5 and I'm a 9. This man stuffed his feet in shoes talking about, thanks, bruh. They fit with 20. Oh my gosh. Wow. Waiting for my deposit. Citizen Bank. Wow. Oh no. Air Force Ones is a classic sneaker, bro. Yeah, military vets do have it bad, man. Between the GI Bill and VA loans, material is one of the most impactful class-changing careers in the U.S. The right people guiding you. It is, man. DK, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Like, and before I got out, man, I was able to help steer some soldiers in the right direction, man. I pride myself on that one. It's called the Citizen. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Monk.
I was telling my wife what that pit was for, and she goes, "Well, can we go down there?" I'm like,
my favorite from yesterday was the oh my gosh, what is that flower? You know what I'm talking about? It's not the cute. Man, what is the one flower? Cherry blossom. Cherry blossom. If when I do get it out, That's the one I'm going for. Either that or a snowflake. I know the snowflake is what started or created 2017. I don't care. That's a classic design. I can compare Grand Seiko with the Mega very easily. The Navy got me from the hood to Hollywood, no cap. That's what's up, bro. I like hearing those stories. Food's so good, y'all. Okay, so let me get into the watch that actually, the actual company. Let me show you guys something. You guys ever seen this before? If you're an Invicta collector, this right here says Invicta on it, but this watch started out as Imperious. This is called a jailbreak. Very different watch, and it is very sizable. You know what? I don't even know the size of this watch. That's how about this. Hold up.
Yeah.
Let's get the millimeters. So the bezel is 49 millimeters and 16 millimeters tall. Look. 57.5 millimeters. So it has a long, very long lug to lug. This is a sizable watch.
It was nice meeting you.
Right? This started out as Imperious. And I learned about this watch collecting Invicta, oh my gosh, 2016, I think it was. In 2016, I found out about this watch. I saw it, and I was like impressed by it. Went out to an event, I was like, yo, I saw the watch, and I was like, it looked like it's titanium, but it's not. It's stainless steel, and the finishing just looks like it's titanium. It's heavy. Salida 200 in this thing.
Oh, okay.
And it had this is when Invicta was paying attention to stuff, but they took the design from Imperious. They just put their logo on. This made me really, Invicta introduced me to Swiss movements and why it's so important and stuff like that, right? And I always wanted that watch. Always wanted it. And I went out to an event and Vic was there, Mr. Invicta was there, and I got this watch for the low, right? Because this used to be close to $1,000. I think it was like $900 or something like that through Invicta website. I got this thing for $250, $225, somewhere around there, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, I got it. So I considered this to be a Grail level piece. It was monumental. I got it, was like, okay, I wore this thing on a regular, and I just looking like, I can't believe I got this watch, right? Was amazed. And then I started collecting, I started seeking other watches. I wanted to get a Valjoux 7750 and I ended up getting that. But I was always curious, where did Imperious come from and how did Invicta acquire that company? What happened? Now, in 2016, I inquired about it, I looked, I researched it, and all I can come up with was there was a young man that started this company. Don't know where he's from. But I just know that the design language, he made the watches the way he made them, and it didn't work. So Invicta bought the company. If you look online right now, if you look up the word Imperious, unless you can find a hard copy book that talked about this, that information, even the information I found out about the young man having it I can't find it. Cannot find it. Now there's a new Imperious website, and they have all of the new Imperious, which is not this. This isn't even. I have an original Imperious with the Imperious logo and stuff like that. Comes in a very big it's a nice box. I didn't bring the box with me. But as I looked through Imperious's catalog and seeing what they have, so they got a gearhead, they had the Chaos, they had Jailbreak. What else? They had X-Wing, another phenomenal design. These designs were big, right? And I know this is another reason why Invicta gravitated towards this. But I went and did some research on YouTube because I said, wait a minute. There were people doing watch reviews on these things 15, 16 years ago, and I found one where this guy that reviewed an X-Wing stated that Imperious as a company was an offshoot of Invicta, right? So obviously this guy got some information that I wasn't privy to, and it's going now. I don't know where he got his information from, but I can only go off that. So today's watch that I consider the Grail, once I saw this watch, I was in love with it. Okay, so hold on, let me get into the chat real quick. Let me catch up with the chat. Trap, do you have some watches, bro? Every time you go live, a different watch. You sure you're not the new champ? Hey man, listen, bro. I've been collecting watches for a minute, so yeah. Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me, Oscar. If someone offered you your Grail piece right now, but it meant all of your experience with Invicta watches get erased, would you accept it? Nah, bro. Nah. Be it as it may, bro. Like I get right now, y'all know where I stand with Invicta right now. I'm sort of like a disgruntled employee, even though I was never hired or I never worked for Invicta. I just, as a fan of the brand, I will never tear that history away, because man, bro, for better or worse, man, it's been an amazing, I met some amazing people. I wouldn't even have this channel. So no, because if I erase my history, then this live just disappears. Just like that. So and I would much rather, you know what I'm saying, like, no. Now, if somebody want to give me the Grail, I'll take it gladly. But not at the sake of erasing the history. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Being 100, I look at all my watches say you're all dead to me. He said you're all dead to me. What? Okay, so DK, let me ask you this: what is that Grail watch that you would just destroy all? Because you got some, man, bro, you got some heat. I saw that watch you just posted, man.
That she is most notable for being your sister.
Well, I am most notable.
I wish I had a silence grenade, man. I'll throw that sucker in that corner, man. They can't. I say, yo. What up, bro?
She likes the stars. She likes Star Wars.
Yo, everybody. Skylar's on the bus, y'all. Skylar's on the bus with his little fancy watch, little fancy dress watch that he posted this morning.
Probably our most.
I'll call you.
One of our most watched episodes.
Yeah, and I thought it'd be fun to have Jill on for a minute.
Oh, I'm excited about this because now we get to turn the tables. I was so, thank you very much. I was so nervous the time that you had
They started a new show over there.
The tables.
They are. Okay, so there's 3 of you.
Thought they were leaving.
Okay, so
Like, man, get out of here, bro.
I'm good.
Okay.
Mr. Skylar
Yes.
Santana, alias Homage Watches.
So Jill, tell me about a young Jim Barrett.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Did he always have on a suit?
Sound like someone else is recording in the background. They are. They're doing some political thing. They did back-to-back shows.
And
Yeah.
worked there, and his
Yeah.
style changed over.
I'll leave it at that. Anyway, let me show you something, because I want to get into this before I look. Let me see, we're 38 minutes into it, and I have an appointment in about an hour and a half. So I want to show you guys the latest and greatest, and I consider this to be a Grail level piece. Something from the first time I saw it, I was like, I gotta get that. And I hadn't even seen it in person. I just saw the picture of it. And I saw somebody post it online. And this is it right here. This is called the Shatter by the actual Imperious watch company that is now owned by Invicta. This piece right here, and I saw this in blue. Absolutely loved it when I saw it. I was like, yo, that watch is crazy, man. Like, it was just, I don't know, man, the whole design, man, it was like a work of art. And I wanted it, but can never get it, never find it. And I found it with my man, John Gang. He had it, gang. And I said, oh, bro, you got one? I said, okay, bro, I'm gonna get it from you. We worked out a price and stuff like that, but of course life happens and I wasn't able to get it when I wanted it. And of course, Time go by. It's not that I forgot about it. I said, okay, once I get everything situated, I'm gonna get this watch. Christmas comes around, and Genki was doing a blowout sale. He was, selling a lot of his Invicta pieces off, and there was one in particular piece that I saw that I think is historic with Invicta's catalog. So I got that instead of this one, but it was like cheaper than what he was charging for this one. And Christmas comes along, and the first week of this year, this watch shows up. And I said, what the heck? So I had my man Anthony Invicta Claus from New York bought the watch from Genki, sent it over to me. So again, DK, somebody gifted me a Grail piece that I considered a Grail piece. And hold on, you know what? And I've never measured this watch, so let's measure it and see across. I'm gonna see at the lowest point, 43.
Well, Jill was a really good student.
45. And overall, lug to lug, 55. And let's see how thick with this curved crystal. 15. Exactly, on the money. So this has a Solita 200 in it. Furnace blue hands on it. Let me get this thing. It's not screw down crown, so this is an oversized dress watch. Let me get in the chat here in a second.
So
there you go, right there. So you see water resistance up to 50 atmospheres, Swiss made, and the model number on this one is IMP 1013. Now I have to, I'm getting new leather for this, and there's a guy that actually makes straps. So I'm gonna have some new leather put on this watch because it needs to upgrade. The leather needs to be upgraded because like Imperious dates back like 20 years, I believe, maybe more. And the bad thing about it, I will never know the history because that. So let me talk about that for a second. The one thing, hold on, let me get into the chat before I want to see what you guys are talking about. If you ever believe Trap saying no more watches, that's on you. You should know better.
Yeah, I was.
Carl, you Captain Planet this year. Wait a minute. Thought you said no more watches this year. Bro, that was a gift, bro. It was a gift. I didn't even know it was coming.
I don't know if I would have gone to college if I hadn't gone to college.
Oscar, my alias is all watches. Skyler don't play. He don't play.
So now you're family.
Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. They call me Captain Planet. That's funny. You're not wrong. Hey man, listen, you can't blame me, bro. You can't blame. Wait a minute. First of all, it's y'all fault. How about that?
Yeah, they had.
DK and Skyler. DK was your fault first because I knew you before DK. I mean, DK, I knew you before Skyler. So I blame you for a lot. So much.
I like to talk about my mom.
I blame you for a lot, bro. I'm shifting all the blame on you, DK. There's a lot of people around the world that can blame you for watch purchasing.
My dad's.
Yep. Heard that around 20 watches ago, Skyler. Oh, y'all clowning me, Captain Planet.
And so, she could.
And he out here marketing sales. I like that Excel to know. Yeah, man. My favorite case shape. I would say, like, I love to know shapes, bro. I think that was like the dopest. That or like that the square. I like those. Seems like the watch is right in Victor's wheelhouse. Yes, so that was the thing too. When they acquired, because based on like what I read, this is what I read, that his sales were failing, and when Victor saw it, they jumped on it, bought him out. But then that story I saw just this morning. If you look up Imperious history, or type in a watch, there's a guy that's talking about him. And this video is like, I think it's 12 years old. So again, I don't even know, like I don't know what it is about Invicta where they will not tell the history of the watches. I'm like, for the life of me, I'm like, what is the problem? Like, I don't know. Because most companies that I know, from Longines to Soul, to Vacheron. Like all these companies have their inception date, their founders
And
date,
they're always with magazines
and
coming in the mail.
they pride themselves on the history, all of the things that they achieved. Like people don't know what happened with Invicta during World War II, but I ran into a guy that actually has a watch his father or great grandfather wore during World War II, and I'm like, this is stuff that people need to know.
Letters camp, learning to
They just won't.
Yeah,
I started it. What's up, Noctua Watches, bro? What's up, JP?
I basically lived.
Noctua. All right, I think I'm caught up.
So that is
Not going to live band. It does tickle me a little. Getting gifted watches as a watch lover has to be a great feeling. Bro, it's more than, man. You know what?
So in the 70s,
DK, I'm gonna show you a watch that
So
DK blessed me with. He fixed me up with a couple of
where did
them.
you go?
He asked me what, because DK, if he don't like something, he just like whatever. He's either gonna sell it or give it away. And he blessed me with a couple of watches, and that's like hooking somebody on crack, bro. So like, call me like the Pookie of horology. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep calling me. All I need is some ashy lips, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
bro, DK, it's all your fault, bro.
Up there, and that's, I met a ton of people from North Central, and they're friends still like that.
All your fault.
Yeah, I had some different kind of jobs, but yeah. it
We all do.
What up, Jay Jones?
What drove my parents crazy because they.
I ain't started nothing, bro.
Want me to work.
Only thing better than to get the watch is one passed down from your father or grandfather. I don't have that with me, but I do have my dad's Timex. I do have his Timex from and I watched my dad wear this watch. He wore this watch to work on a regular basis.
Or were these just people that your parents knew?
So,
Oh, I recognized it. You know, my dad.
dang, I need to become friends with DK.
Such a stellar reputation.
You know, since I've been doing this thing though, man, y'all, like I've seen watches come and go. Matter of fact, you guys stay tuned, man, because Thelonious Monk, man, bro, Thelonious Monk, bro. That I got a package from Thelonious, right? And we're gonna be doing a giveaway. We're gonna be doing the giveaway, and I said it's gonna be, and I'm gonna put the paid promotion up there, even though and I don't know if Thelonious owns a shop or anything like that, but I won't be able to do this giveaway without him, and it's gonna be for special cause, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to some people outside of watches, people that have been working with stuff, because like this year I want to be better with, you know, helping out in those areas that I've been doing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna get some feedback with some people, but yeah, most definitely Thelonious sent something in, bro, and amazing, bro, like amazing. I will be showing that on a future video. Hold up, did I just see another?
That's when we were raised. Was
Oh man, Patel, thank you, bro.
and listen to and
Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Super chat.
that's where he gets that. And
I don't own anything watch related. Okay.
as much as him.
And it ain't paying unless someone I accidentally sent.
Yes,
Hey, you did? You ain't see that? I thought that was for me, bro.
yes, absolutely.
He sent some money with it too. I'm just kidding. it's a payment of love, man, and appreciation, and just like passion for this hobby. So I already know what it is. All that stuff is considered in my book. You can't put a price on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen how this community comes together. I don't know. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. You know, it's just a labor of love, I guess. You know, like you like watches, I like watches, and then people just do stuff. And I've seen people when I used, what was it, 2 years ago? It was the most I've ever acquired on this channel. We rose over $5,600 in a short time. Like I had 30 days to get this money. We got it in like 48 hours? I think it was about 48 hours, man. We got over $5,600 donations. You know what I'm saying? And we've given money through this channel for cancer research, sickle cell, all cancers, you know what I'm saying? The breast cancer awareness and stuff like that. We've sent money out, for, you know, like to prolong people's lives and stuff like it's like we've done so much. So yeah, man, and that's I always appreciate people. So Thelonious, man, I highlight you, man, as being a stand-up guy. And of course, I'm gonna see you in New York, Lord willing, if nothing else happens. I think the only thing that can keep me from that is like a train just run me over, man. And if I can get up and walk away from it, or lack thereof, I'll be in New York. Sounds like Jake from Trifecta in the background. Oh no, it's not. It's some politicians or something.
I got that. I mean, it wasn't completely done, but
You may be beat by someone already. You no longer hold a watch record. Oh, Oscar, don't do that. I don't. Listen, Jay Jones got me beat left to right, up, down, select start. Bro, he got me beat. Jay Jones left 2024 as the one person to collect the most watches ever in the history of mankind. In the history, in 1 year, nobody's bought more watches than Jay Jones. Nobody. I'd be hard pressed. Even a millionaire. Nobody. Can you really call yourself a real person? A real watch YouTuber? If Patel is... Hey man, I'm telling you, Patel be everywhere, man. What am I, chopped liver? Nah, man, you the main course, brother. What you talking about? Man, that liver is nasty too. So I would never put you. If you all, whoever in the chat like liver, you are psychotic, bro. Your taste buds are diabolical, man. You a villain. You like liver, man. Oh, I can't fool with that.
We didn't go during COVID, and we didn't go during the year before the US, but I believe this is my 10th or 11th.
Hey man, listen, I have made plans, bro. I have made plans that weekend is like that's it. That's it. And I said if you got to the point where I had to sacrifice even going to Chicago's wind up, I won't do it. But I will sacrifice an event to go to that one. So yeah, I've already put it in.
It's so much fun to watch these kids grow up because we go every year.
Hey bro, listen, I'm gonna be there for the whole weekend. I'm gonna be at the wind up for the whole weekend. I think this year is gonna be huge, bro, for like watches, man. Even though I know speculation is saying that this is gonna be a rough year financially for people. Even when that's being said, you know, like you guys know I was at Moria's yesterday. Bro, they are killing it. They literally stated, off camera of course, but they stated that they had their best year in 10 years in 2024. And I was just in there yesterday, man. People was teeing off, man. Dude, I think he did. He bought that, you guys saw the Panerai, right? The brown Panerai. Guy bought it. Right after I got through filming, the guy, I guess they was waiting for us to get done, came in there, got that thing. I said, yo, that's crazy. Somebody bought an Omega yesterday. So people spending money out here, man. Even though the economy is what it is, people buying. And that has to go for something, for a company to say that they've seen their best year in 10 years of selling watches. Not just the whole overall, like selling watches. They seen their best year in 2024. So I wonder if it's actually units sold, or is it just revenue from prices increasing? Oh, bro, it's no. It's not even units sold, bro. No, it's because they don't have to. They don't get all those pieces in, bro. But the prices are going up, bro. Keep in mind, I bought a Breitling. Gosh, what did I pay for my Breitling, bro? $2,500 back in 08.
Jill, thank you very much for.
Yeah, it's like $2,500, man, for Breitling, bro. Like, I didn't pay that much for it. Now that same Breitling is going for like $8,000 to $9,000. And we're talking 2008 to 2024. I know that's a long time ago, but still, like, it shouldn't go going up that much, man. Like right now. I didn't want to make a whole video about this, but I do want to say this. For those people that are looking at Squale, pay attention to the models that they released towards the end of 2024. They're retro models. They're having some problem with the paint on the actual dial. It's chipping off, man. So, and I'm just telling you guys this, if you're buying online, be careful. And of course, I know the companies, they should you know, shouldn't give you a problem doing returns and stuff like that. But I think they're having a problem, an issue with their QC. Because I was looking at the models yesterday over there. I was like, yo, the paint's chipping off. I said, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, man, I'm just giving this piece of advice because there are some people that know nothing about watches. If you're looking right now and you say, hey, I like what they're talking about, I'm gonna just buy a watch. I'm gonna take a leap. Man, you gotta do your research before you start just dropping $500-$600 on stuff, man. I mean, I always say if you can get out to the place to look at it, that'd be the best. But if you're just buying online, man, you definitely better do your research. And not just, and I'm gonna tell you this from experience, just because it's been reviewed on YouTube 1,000 times for popularity's sake doesn't make it the best watch for you. Learn your design language, which I love dive watches. So I'm gonna show you guys a dive watch, right? I got this Omega right here. You seen it? Yeah, I got this Omega. I'm just kidding, it's not Omega. This is a deep blue. And this is a special watch, but you see the wave pattern on this one? This one is powered by a Celita 200. Swiss made. Or maybe it's a Swiss, is it Swiss made? I think it's Swiss movement, and it's assembled in New York, I believe. I don't see Swiss made on the dial. But this is an older model. Just acquired this one too. This one now, you know what's crazy is, do I have it with me? Oh, can I show y'all this other one? And this one is for my man Ristful. If he's in the chat, he may be working. I did a trade with somebody, with another collector, and I came across this watch. I didn't even know I was getting this one. So we made a trade, and the trade was like, they knew what they were getting. I didn't know what I was getting. I'm game. I did it before. I did it with Merle on time. Me and Merle, Chris, we traded watches before, not knowing what the other person was gonna send. So I did that partly. I sent my piece out, and I got these pieces in return. And this one is for my man Ristful, Ignorance. Aragon. Yeah, boy, look at that right there. This right here, master calendar piece with the, you see up there, power reserve. You got the day function, the month, 120 click bezel, titanium, helium escape valve, sitting on leather. And guess what? It has the Aragon on the actual dial and Android on the buckle. There you go. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about this in a later video, but I just want to show this just for Ristful, because I know we talked about it the other day. This is it. That's it right there. That's titanium. And hold on, let me get the measurements for you.
So he was a very beautiful husband. In with her. So yeah, good for him for
48.5 millimeters and 17 millimeters thick. It does not have an open case back. It just has the information on the back. Screw down. Now, I'm gonna show you something that I like about this watch. Deep blue is, look how thick the braces are. Come on, bro. I call it, man. Get me today. But look at the back. Talking military right there. America. That right there, man, it's got me. I said, oh man, that medallion case back just took me out, man. It just took me out. So this is definitely one of those pieces, and delish. Robust, I like that, man. But it got that, helium escape valve. That's why I just was teasing like it was a what you call that, Omega. All right, let me get into the chat. Blind trade is cool, definitely brave. Yeah, the Aragon bezel is stone cold. It's weaponry. Man, ooh, F91W, man, if he just sit there, bro. Ooh. I put it to you like this. I wouldn't put nobody on blast, but that'd be the last time I trade with that person. And that person would know, like, hey, bro, you the scourge of the earth, man. Just know you are my worst enemy, man. And I hope a pack of grizzly bees get you. Yeah, not bears, but bees. I want them to sting your esophagus. And you can't talk. You have to be fed through your stomach, through a tube, because your throat exploded. If you did me like that, not the man, because I'm gonna send you something out nice. You send me back a Casio, bro, that you paid $16 for. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. The Super Squale, yeah. Yes, sir. Timepiece, Tony's in the building. You see, bro, if you try it, we'll go out. Bro, I'm not. I promise, I am not going. What are your thoughts on the new Boulevard Plastic? I think it's better than the other watches. I think it's a pretty interesting looking watch. I'm not gonna go for it because I think Watch Chris, and I do agree with Watch Chris. It'd have been dope if they'd have put like a Miota 8000 series in there just to give it, you know what I'm saying, for the automatic features. But I think it's a nice watch. It's cool looking piece. Fits that. I mean, why not? I say Boulevard said why not us? Because there are. I mean, so many other companies are doing it. Well, of course, the Omega's watching 50 Fathoms thing. Like, but why not Boulevard? Because Boulevard is a part of history, man. Like, it has major history, big time. Can't be slept on. I hate that as far as like a moon watch, that one don't get the love that it should or the attention. But you know, it is what it is. That look Invicta size. It is Invicta size. Line trade skis.
At his place at work. And we had,
It is tool and brass knuckles, yes sir.
yeah, he's a great.
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Yeah,
Aragon 1009, the blue one specifically, yeah. Love the sound of good bells attorney. Oh yeah. Got it.
and I know that.
Did not see.
Because they had a
Well, I didn't see him post, but I'm pretty sure that
quite a bit into it.
yeah, I may know as soon as I see it. Grizzly bees.
And it's like totally understand.
Hey man, I'm telling you, bro.
So it's
I'm telling you, because I got shafted by a collector before. I will never do business, but I'm not gonna put him on blast though.
close. Where it's
I'm not gonna put no collector on blast. And you know what's crazy? I won't even put at this point. I'm not even putting other YouTubers on blast. I have before, because I was mentioned in a YouTube video before. I didn't like it. This when I was a little younger in my YouTube heyday, and I was ready to fight. I was like, you no good, dirty, so and so. And I was all over my enjoyment of Invicta. But that's dead and gone. But yeah, I wouldn't put nobody on blast, man. But I will warn you, if I got your personal number and you, like, hey man, I'm about to do a deal, I'll be like, I'll tell you personally. I won't put it out there in the street like that though. Isotope Chrono, yes, I've seen that watch in person. In the metal, as they say. Yes, nice watch. It's man, like again, anybody that's looked on, if you like the watch on YouTube or social media or just a still shot, guarantee you will love it in person. You'll like, yo, just so many more different dimensions to it.
Right.
The sandblasted finishing, yeah, and that one is so fine. The sandblasted is so fine on that watch, man. It's almost smooth, but you could. It's so many levels to that watch. It's ridiculous, man. It is a awe-inspiring timepiece.
Okay.
Isotope like nailed it with that one. Just letting you know, watching your show has taken priority over recording my video right now. Trapflix gang. Hey, but I appreciate it, bro. He finessed you, Trap, like shit. We do.
All right, John, take a bail on you. All right, now phone call.
Oh man, I promise,
Thank
bro.
you for everything. I will get you the money here in just a minute.
Oh my gosh, bro.
All right, man. And yeah.
Oh man, yes.
Next time, hopefully we
He
get
said,
back on
got
the
him.
schedule, but I know sometimes I would say Laura It's tough to grab.
I'm just going back through, making sure I don't
If it happens to be on a
miss
Friday,
anything.
I kind of totally understand if it was just because.
All right, yep. So I'm all caught up. We've been on for an hour. Let's see. Yeah, I have to be somewhere here in a little bit. But let's say this, because we were talking about grills and stuff like that.
Thursdays the best I can.
Yesterday when I went over to Moria Jewelers, I had an opportunity of just looking through all of the fine timepieces that they had. There were a lot that I would consider, instant Grail level. For anybody that's like, if it's a struggle to get, right? You know, you don't have $15,000 in your pocket, but then you may not want to spend $15,000. You know what I'm saying? Because like you consider if you spend 15 grand on a watch, you may get into that point where you like, this hurt to buy. This actually hurt my pocket financially, man. This is the most grossly expensive thing I've purchased outside of buying a car. And you're like, you may not want to wear it as much, and it kind of sits, and you may put it on a watch winder and let it sit there for a little bit and bring it out for special occasions. But I don't know, man. I would say, and I'm pointing out a conversation I had in the chat yesterday. And buy what you enjoy, man. Like, if you're buying it like it was young man. And Skylar, I saw that you commented on the young man that posted about, owning his Rolex. The AD called him back, and I was like, yo, one, understand content. You got to put content out, and this is just for any YouTuber. I get that, but some topics, I'm like, hey, listen, bro. The way you explain certain things, I'm like, why are you putting yourself through that type of anguish and frustration and anxiety, man? If you got all these questions, that watch is not for you. It's just not. Like, again, when I started this show, I said I wasn't particularly going for this watch, but to get into the Longines brand, I bought it because it was a lot lower than what the retail price was. And do I regret the purchase? Nope. Should I have waited? Yep. I could have got the Legend Diver, because the Legend Diver is the one that I really wanted. And I just I rushed it, and I was like, because I mentioned to you guys before, I'm gonna say there was 5 purchases I did last year that could have got me the Legend Diver, and I could have gotten the Legend Diver and the Certina DS Diver 200, and I don't regret it, man. It is what it is. Learn a lesson. This year, so far, I haven't spent any money on any watches because I'm waiting. I'm saving up to get that Certina, and that's what I want. And then if I'm able to get that Formex Essence later this year, those are the 2 watches that I'll rock out with. So now we're man, bro, I already know. I already know, bro. I don't be asking for trouble or wanting trouble, but if you bring it, you show enough in it. I put a ring in a Nike shoestring bag. Put oregano. Oh my gosh, bro, you tripping? Oh man, a bag of oregano. Let's see. I like the isotope found in its base in the watch off and cell graphics. Novels drawn by Mobius. Yep. The novel is what they used to make the Fifth Element, I believe. That's dope. Fifth Element was, I see somebody rate Fifth Element. They rated it as not like a good movie. I enjoyed Fifth Element. I thought Chris Tucker in that cat suit was crazy, but whatever. That was diabolical. Detour. I'm considering leaving my mid-6-figure corporate America job to work for a guy who owns a successful jewelry watch shop to gain the knowledge and connections to open my own shop in 2 to 3 years. Well, let me not be the one to deter you from your dream. I would say, man, if you got your stuff together, man, you know what you're doing, bro. You work for a company that's making that kind of bread, and pretty sure you got something put up. Um, if that's what you love, man, I tell anybody. I just told somebody this morning, man, young lady that didn't want to go to school, like, yo, go for it, man. Why not? That's a passion of yours. I love doing this. I love doing this. Now I have, other things, evening job, but yeah, man, this is what I love to do. And if you want to do that, man, I would say go for it, bro. I did it with pines and needles. You did it. I did it with pine needles back in high school. No, bro, trust me. Bro. What's up, Sandeep? Grand Seiko event was amazing, bro. I loved it. Good for you, bro. Certina is going to have the plastic scanner Pyromatic 80 version. Just keep in mind. That's why I don't really like Swatch Group anymore. Kimosabi. Yeah, Jason, I know, so going forward with Swatch Group, I know that that's a big eyesore with, what is it, the PRX, the regular three-hander. I believe they're coming out with some models that doesn't have that feature in it. Now, that's just rumor mill for now. That's just, I heard that through the grapevine that they weren't going to use that in future models, but we'll see. And again, that's rumor mill. It's not real news until you actually see it. So, but that's what I hear. So yeah. All right. So I went 12 minutes, actually 10 minutes past the hour. Or it's 12 minutes past the hour. And I'm gonna jump up out of here, man. About to put my stuff up and get going up the road, man. But until the next time, man, share your thoughts, man. Put down your Grail pieces that you like. Anybody that made it this far on the live, if you made it this far, on the replay, go ahead and post what you like, what watches that you enjoy the most, your favorite watches versus your Grail watches. And we'll pick back up on the Grail conversation because there's a lot to talk about with that Grail situation, man. We'll have another one. Because there was some stuff that I want to follow up on from the last video with James and everybody else. I know Jay Jones always go past the hour, bro. Just got back from a doctor's appointment. Good morning. What's up, Bob? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I'd rather go with the glycine with the 4 hertz a liter movement in the price point rather than something from Swatch Group in that price range that's going to have a plastic escapement with a 3 hertz beat. Jason. You and I listen, let me tell you something, Jason. Before I get out of here, I saw a watch that somebody, I don't even know his name, he posted it on Watch Crunch yesterday. Well, no, he posted it 4 days ago. I saw it yesterday. It is a 1953 Panerai based in glycine, right? It has the dial of aluminor, but it's glycine. Right, and it's in the traditional sports case, and I saw it. I was like, it's 44 millimeters, and I was like, yo, when I tell you instantaneous, like, I gotta have it. So I researched it. There are some places on eBay, I believe, that had, you know what I'm saying. They got a couple of them. There's a couple of models. There's different versions of it, but that watch is a must-have. I posted it on my in my community tab yesterday. Must have, and not just from seeing it. It about knocked me over in my chair. So I understand where you're coming from too. Plastic escapements and stuff like that. I do have a Powermatic 80 with the plastic escapements, or tuna forks, or forks rather. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun piece. It's inexpensive. So, yeah. But at the same time, yeah. Get what you love, man. That's all I can say. Get what you love. Get what you enjoy. Get what you can afford. And rock out, man. Just always get your watches that you like, and not just because somebody be like, yo, you the man or the woman because you got that watch. You are at the top, tippy top of the stratosphere, man. Let's put you up on our shoulders and parade you around town and just look. No. Get it so you can come home like, I got that. I did that, man. That promotion I got, yeah. Went into this watch. Woo, woo. Yeah, man. Some of y'all probably even got divorced because you bought a watch, man. So, just saying, bro. I'm out of here, man. Thank you guys for spending y'all time with me, man, because I know y'all time is precious. It's valuable, as one upcoming professional in YouTube would say. So, till the next lightning strike, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for watching.